Hey trainers, welcome to my Pokemon Y journey, but this isn't just any playthrough. We're on a mission to get ready for the release of Pokemon ZA this October. Since ZA takes place after Pokemon X and Y, and it has been 12 long years since I've played that game, I want to refresh my memory on the characters, the story, and the world, so I can catch all the references in ZA. I am definitely guilty of missing the vast majority of the references in Legends Arceus. I don't want to do that again. I want to be able to properly appreciate this game. A couple connections between Pokemon Legends ZA and Pokemon X and Y have already been revealed, like AZ appearing or Emma in the Looker Bureau. I'm curious to see what other characters they'll bring back. Let me know in the comments who you're most hoping to see in the new Legends ZA in October. While you're at it, let me know what starter you're going with too. So whether you're also here to brush up like me, or you're here for the nostalgia, grab your Pokeballs and let's go. After needlessly being tackled by a fledgling, because apparently they don't have alarm clocks in this world, I hop out of bed, change my clothes, and head downstairs to start my adventure. But first, I have to meet a couple neighbors, Shauna and Callum. How they knew about me? Don't know, but we're not here to ask too many questions. Then it's off to Aquacord Town, where I meet Tiermo and Trevor, who insist on giving me stupid nicknames. On the bright side, they did give me my first Pokemon, courtesy of Professor Sycamore. How he knows about me? Not quite sure, but it's best not to think too hard about it. We wouldn't want the whole story plot falling apart on us now, would we? Pretty sure my first playthrough of X and Y, I chose Fennekin as my starter, because I think he was the cutest base form. But Greninja's definitely the coolest final form, so I'm picking Froakie this time. I'm normally not big into nicknaming my Pokemon. I figured this time, why not? Let's make this playthrough a little bit more special. With my new starter, I'm ready to go on an adventure. Well, not quite. I have to head back and deliver a letter to my mom first, asking permission for me to go on this adventure. I'm pretty sure the player characters are supposed to be like 12 years old, so I'm not really sure why she's comfortable with me doing this, but apparently if I've got a Pokemon, I'm good to go. Again, it's best not to think too hard on the plot points. This is probably the part where I should confess that I pretty much mashed my way through every single Pokemon game, including most of the way through Scarlet and Violet, before I realized it actually has a pretty decent plot. I'm going to try my best not to do that with Legends ZA when it comes out, but I can't make any promises. Finally, with my mom's permission, now I can actually start my adventure. I put some additional rules on this playthrough just to try to make it a little more interesting. I'm going to try to play with only Kalos Pokemon, so only Pokemon that originate from the Kalos games. I'm also going to try to match my team sizes for each gym battle. So if the gym leader only has 2 Pokemon, I only use 2 Pokemon. I'm also going to play on set mode, and I'm not going to use any items in battle. While this isn't a Nuzlocke by any means, I figured this at least makes it a little more challenging and a little more interesting than a normal playthrough of what's generally considered a very easy game. After a quick catching tutorial, where for some reason Shauna forgets that Pokeballs are a thing, I start catching my team members. First up, I catch a Bunnelby, who I almost immediately lose to a Caterpie. Yep, this Bunnelby's crazy strong. Next I find a Scatterbug and a Fletchling. With my new team members, I feel ready to take on Sandalwood Forest. But just as I was about to enter the forest, my baby woke up and started crying. So, I got called away. Having soothed my son back to sleep, I made my way through Sandalwood Forest, which actually looks a surprising amount like Vermilion Forest and Kanto. I train up my Pokemon against the trainers in the forest and on Route 3. And about halfway through the route, my son cries again. Slow but steady progress, I suppose. Now in Santaloon City, first order of business, fighting Rika for the roller skates. This should make getting around a lot easier. I battled all the gym trainers, and then it took me an embarrassing amount of time to try to figure out how to get actually out of the gym. I remember you had to climb the rope, but I guess the rope is slightly off-centered, so let's just pretend that didn't happen. I tried to level up my Scatterbug and Fletchling on Route 3 before realizing I can access Route 22 with higher level Pokemon, making training a lot easier. While I was there, I caught a Litleo and added that to my team too. While not playing with hard level caps, I'm trying not to overlevel my Pokemon. I do get Fletchling up to level 13 when Viola's Vivillon is only level 12, but it's close enough. So then I go to take on the gym. Turns out I didn't need to train my Scatterbug at all. Talon just pecked his way through Viola's entire team. And right as I was finishing up the battle, ready to declare victory, my little boy cried again. We're going through some sleep regression, in case you couldn't tell. With my son back to sleep, I was able to bask in my victory. Finally, after just over 2.5 hours, which has to be some kind of record, I had beaten Viola and collected my first gym badge. Not bad for day 1.